Well, this is the XF-105, which is the newest edition, one of two new additions to our XF series. This is the XF-105. We also have the XF-100. The difference between the two, respectively, would be that the XF-105 has BNC connectors for HD SDI, and then the bottom one is for Genlock and timecode. The previous versions, or they're still current, but the original versions of the XF series were the 300 and the 305, and that's the same difference between 300 and 305, the 305 having those professional broadcast connections. This camera is a little bit different. Obviously, it's a much more compact size, largely due to the fact that this is only a single chip camera, but the same as the ones in the 300 series, this records MPEG-2, and it can record at 50 megabits per second, which allows for 422 color sampling. Now, these cameras, being that they both will come in at under $5,000, both the 100 and the 105 model, and they can record in that kind of a color space, is considerable advantage. Not many things are that inexpensive and this small that can actually record with that kind of a color quality and at that high of a bit rate. A few interesting features that this has that are not available in the 300. One is on the bottom here, you have a switch for shooting infrared, so you can shoot completely in darkness using infrared recording. And it has a couple of features that are run through the menu that will allow you different micro adjustments to actually move lens elements with a shift motor inside, which is part of the optical image stabilization system. That's used in case you're going to take two of these and you're going to Genlock them together and put them in a 3D rig. It allows you to micro adjust the field of vision for the two lenses so that they coincide appropriately to create the correct interocular distance in a 3D rig. And another thing that you can do is actually use them as zoom lenses or zoom them to the same point in order to set up a shot when shooting 3D. Again, you do need two of these cameras to do this, but it gives you a display that will show you exactly where in the focal range of the lens you are. This one is a single chip camera, which I think I mentioned, the other one's being a three chip camera. They record to compact flash cards, which are considerably inexpensive compared to a lot of the proprietary flash media that's out there, and they're readily available. This lens is only a 10 power zoom. The ones on the 300 is an 18 power zoom. And the one on the 300 series is going to have 3 rings, one for focus, zoom, and iris. This only has one, but it's adjustable to however you want. And then there's also a little custom knob on the bottom here, which you can set to be several different functions via the menu. And of course, it has XLR inputs that are going to have phantom power and as well as line and mic input. And if you have any more questions about the camera, there's plenty of information on the Canon website, or if you have something more specific, the installers here at Industrial Audio Video, if you're in the Houston area, would be happy to help you out.